Father, after the death of Father Luis, how frequently did you return to Garabandal? And can you tell us of some of your experiences then?
I don't recall now exactly how many times, but it may be maybe for 2 or 2 months and a half, many times, and I stayed there for several days, and well, the experiences was the message, or first message, that what is in the book about what I mentioned before, and I saw the girls running up to the mountain and then backwards, and then these losses of weight, and other experiences like how did they say the rosary, I mean the Hail Mary in Greek, without they don't know Greek, of course, and a lot of people going there. I don't know if you want some more specific things.
Yeah, in Greek, Haile Mariam Kecharitumene Kyrios Metasu, Kyrios Metasu. It shows that there was something there. Not knowing Greek, the children, they were hearing something.
Well, that's one thing that I personally heard.
Witnessed.
Was inside. I witnessed inside of the church.
Inside of the church.
And was Conchita the one I remember now who was saying that.
And how did it sound to you, Father? Did it?
Well, the idea is that they were hearing from somebody, and they was just repeating it.
They pronounced the Greek words.
Repeating, yes. And I remember once made a correction, like saying, "Oh, it's not so," and then repeat it in the right way.
I see. So there was somebody prompting her, no doubt. Now it is reported, Father, that the Virgin said, "Your brother's body will be exhumed the day after the miracle, and that his body will be found incorrupt. Though today there is a report that his body is a skeleton, since it was viewed when the Jesuit order relocated his coffin and a coffin of the other members of the society buried at Oña."
Yes, bring the Loyola. Both things are right. The first knew about the day of the miracle, the day after the miracle will be incorrupted. That came to me first written in a piece of paper that Plácido Loyola gave to me. And then Conchita mentioned it to me personally. So the first part is correct. And the second part is correct too, because I have been in Loyola and I saw the place where the body of my brother is now, and it's in these small places, like a box, so put all the bones together. So both things are...
Now it's an interesting question. His body will be found exactly as he was buried, and here it's just a box of dust and bones, small one.
Yes, yes, that's right. I asked, I don't know if it was Jacinta or whom, and they have a kind of sense of humor. And he said, well, in fact, Conchita didn't say anything about now. He said about the day after the miracle. Well, I'm correct.
Now, it was Father Marcelino who announced the second message of the Garabandal to the people in the village on June the 19th, 1965. What does Father Marcelino believe about Garabandal today?
Well, I don't know. I prefer not to say anything about his believings or my believing. That's a personal thing. But what I can tell you is that he was impressed and he read the message in English because he was able to speak English. And
And he speaks well. He was my
much
guest
better
with
than
mine.
much better than I do. Yes.
Now, if the apparitions are eventually accepted as true by the Church, why do you think the Virgin selected Father Luis as an instrument of her message? Why him and not another priest?
Well, Father Marcos, since this is one thing that maybe eventually happened, when that happened, maybe I'll try to think about. Until that happened, I can say nothing. Because I don't know.
A good answer, yes. The Blessed Virgin told the children at Garabandal that there is no death, that people do not die. It appears that we can learn much about life after death from your brother's death and his later conversations with the children during their ecstasies. Would you tell us of their experience and what Father Luis said to the children in those visions?
Well, I know that he gave a message for me and another message for my mother, and then he was praying the rosary with them. He was talking with them. At least that is what the girls said. And I saw the girls talking with him. I didn't see him talking with them, of course, but I saw them talking with him. And that learning about the life after death, well, for believers of that, there is no problem, but for those that don't believe, they may add another argument, another proof to the many that they are collecting. Sure.
Yes. Father, during the apparitions, many strange things were reported by various reliable witnesses.
Yes.
Strange things.
And I remember that I got hundreds of letters and reports. And Mr. Fontaneda took the job of making copy of all these documents, and the collection was about 10 big volumes. Now, I don't know where they are, at least some, but I know that they exist, and I had all of them there in Spain. When I moved from there, the building was torn down to build a new one, and must be in some place, but there are a lot, that's true.
Those 10 volumes are lost.
I don't think they are really lost, but I don't know where they are now.
Yes.
But the main thing are in the books, because they have been used to write the books.